Hi, I'm William Barrera, and I'm completing my master's in educational technology. Over the past year, I focused on using AI to support, not replace, great teaching. I earned a TCEA Artificial Intelligence Educator credential and built a practical playbook I can share with colleagues. Today, I'll show you what I learned and how I'm applying it so you can adapt the parts that fit your learners, your policies, your time. Education is in a hinge moment. Artificial intelligence is no longer theoretical. It's shaping planning, instruction, and assessment. This presentation traces a self-directed path to TCEA's Artificial Intelligence Educator credential and the lessons learned along the way. My aim wasn't to chase shiny tools. It was to understand where AI truly supports teaching and where human judgment must lead. From the vantage point of graduate study and public service, I saw both promise and pressure. Technology can empower educators or overwhelm them, depending on how it's introduced. The objective was clear: apply AI ethically to save time and enhance learning, not to replace teachers. I wanted a practice I could defend to students, colleagues, and family on privacy, equity, and effectiveness. To ground the work, I completed TCEA's Artificial Intelligence Educator certification, a self-paced program awarding 12 CPE hours and focused on practical use and ethical understanding. The credentials served as a structure and signal, evidence of study, reflection, and application rather than experimentation alone. It gave me a framework to test assumptions and document choices the right way. Adoption decisions were guided by curve: quality, efficiency, relevance, value. Quality asked whether outputs met standards and aided learning. Efficiency measured time saved without trade-offs in clarity. Relevance checked fit to goals, learners, and curriculum. Value confirmed real benefits, including accessibility and usability. Evidence over hype: if a tool doesn't improve learning or workflow, it's just noise. In practice, AI supported drafting and design. ChatGPT accelerated ideation and feedback stems, while CurryPod turned lessons into interactive experiences that surface my misconceptions quickly. Personally, the win wasn't automation for its own sake. It was time reallocated to conferencing, clarifying, and coaching. The principle held: AI assists educators decide. For concise explainers, Synthesia was able to produce consistent reusable clips for pre-teaching or quick remediation. Media stayed transparent about AI assistance with scripts archived for review and reuse. Personally, we treated artifacts as living documents: shorter, clearer, easier to iterate, and align to actual learners' needs. This clearly identifies how the use of AI was able to assist educators with producing elements for students' ability to learn. One of the main issues with regard to AI in education was responsible use. Guardrails were non-negotiable. It was to protect students' data, probe for algorithmic bias, ensure equitable access, sometimes embedded with ethics centrally, to follow along with strong policies and accept responsibility for the impacts. Understandably, if we can explain how we use AI and why, it doesn't belong in the classroom. Responsible practices is the foundation of trust and sustainable adoption, as many of the modules presented within this certification provided a clear, concise understanding of what responsibility was required. This journey reshaped my role as a future educator. It allowed me to explore tools which allowed me to lead conversations in designing AI-assisted training, providing ideas for colleagues in the ability to create not only lesson plans, but tests and quizzes in a clear, concise, and ethical manner through the use of AI. Through my journey in this certification, I moved from a curious user to an informed leader who can facilitate clearer, policy-aligned AI conversations, help design assertive resources, and mentor early adopters. I'm extending the work through my master's in educational technology with my online instructional design certification as well. The AI Educator Badge is a waypoint, not a finish line. The through line is a thoughtful, data-informed, human-centered approach because credentials matter when they change what the learners experience. That's my bar. I'll leave you with a simple cadence. Choose one real problem, ship a visible artifact in 4 to 6 weeks, and use Curve to keep choices honest. And for critique, measure what changes and share the before and after so others can build on it. That's how we move from experimentation to impact. Learning in public, with AI where it helps, and educators always in the lead.